Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to go over a coin and update Litecoin. Somebody wanted me to do that because they were like, Greg, you say the bottom's in on Bitcoin and then Ethereum. What about Litecoin? So I'm going to update Litecoin and explain to you what I believe is going on with Litecoin. So I do have made previous videos, guys. And you have a good shot of that being the bottom right here. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm going shopping once I get more indications that the correction is over in this area with a 1-2, maybe down to this area and then up into another wave. Ethereum, the same thing. Third wave down for its fourth, and it's in this area up into the midway of this channel or up into the box. So with those two, Ethereum and Bitcoin going up, then Litecoin will be able to go up. And I had initial targets of probably about 30, 25 or 30 or something like that. I thought it was going to drop a little bit more, but I reevaluated. It's probably done with its correction too, guys. So I'll show you just a second we get in there. But the overall picture with Litecoin is that it's in a very odd structure. I'll put it to you that way. So you have a massive peak. I'll just go over this with the basics since there's new people that came to the channel and subscribe to the channel. By the way, thank you for subscribing to my channel. New subscribers, I do appreciate that. Is going over the basics to see the overall trend of where Litecoin is going so you can make a good decision on where to enter on a long trade on a coin like this. Me personally, I won't be going into Litecoin, even though there could be potentially a 10x or more with this coming up wave that Litecoin is doing. 10x plus possibly, guys. I'll go over there and show that to you. So you want to get the overall picture of the trend based off the price action and the RSI. And the RSI and the price action is telling me that Litecoin more likely is going to be making a new trend to the upside. Okay. So you take with this highest peak on the RSI is right here, telling you this is some sort of more than likely a third wave with it being all the way up to 97. So you can't disregard this wave back here. Okay. Not with a spike like that. Okay. Even though this price is higher than over here. But down in the RSI, it isn't. You cannot disregard that when you're checking the overall trend for these charts. Just a little bit of information. Most people would do that. And then you have this over here. More than likely, in my opinion, there's a couple options, but this is the likely option. What Litecoin is going to do for an overall trend is a wave 1, 2, a 3, back down for this 4. And this is an ending diagonal for the 5. It's kind of like what I've come up with XRP, guys. So here's the 3, down 4, and then it's going to have an ending diagonal on a 5. And this is going to end up being, you can see the kind of the shape right there. This is going to end up being sort of kind of like a diagonal, like so, leading diagonal. And then it's going to correct that, and then potentially going into what would be a massive and long and drawn out third wave for this coin. Okay, guys. So now, if somehow perhaps this is not part of the sequence and this canceled out, which I do not think that it will be, but you could say that this is no good. It had to start right here. This is a wave 1 and it came down for 2. And this is a wave 1 of the 3 that's starting. So it'd be like this, guys, give you an idea. This is your wave 1, 2, and this is your 3. And then within this wave will be your 1, 2. And then the next move after its next correction will be a 3 of a 3. And basically, that's if you want to be in a coin, that's the area to be in. It isn't a 3 of a 3. That's where it really starts. That's where you see massive rips to the upside and 3s of 3s, and also in the beginning too. All right. So me personally, what am I going to say? I personally think this is 1, 2, 3, 4 ending diagonal. Litecoin is going to correct this. More than likely, if the target I'm looking for something like is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there at about just beyond all-time highs of $436. Okay, I think that'd be a reasonable area. Why do I say that? It fits with this. You know, you got a touch there, touch there, touch there, and all the way here, a touch here. And then if you come over here and check this out, I'll show you why I put it right there too. It fits right with it. I put it on line chart. Boom, you see that? It goes right along with it. So more than likely, this is a significant trend that it's probably going to go up and touch right there. You also have a good significant trend in this area down at the bottom for a diagonal. But what's the good news is in this diagonal, this fifth wave should go right beyond this wave and that wave. It should go just like so, guys. I'll put it back on there for you. A 1, 2, and that's 3 back down for that 4, and then it should go right up there. Can it have an overthrow? It sure can. You can see some serious, if it does happen to be super bullish, you can see, you know, very short period of time, some good price appreciation right in that area. Possibly, but I wouldn't count on it. Obviously, when it starts going up, and if you get it down here, you know, areas like right there, right there, and right above that are going to be areas to be checking out. Right above that area, like right there. Let me remove that one. Okay, so these are going to be the areas that you probably, if you see it go up there, you want to take profits. Okay, at least I would be, and you know, just let the rest run on top of there, just to be on the safe side, because you always want to have the bearish sequence there in the back of your mind, just in case that, say, Litecoin is going up into a corrective move and then it's going to swing back down. I don't think so. The probability of that happening is kind of low, because now you have a really funky structure with Litecoin. It'd be going, here's a nice impulse wave, here's a nice impulse wave, and then it just goes up here and it's making this huge monstrous correction over here, like that. You know, somebody could debate it and go on, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Is it probable? It doesn't seem probable to me, especially since Litecoin has been in a correction for how long? About 380, almost 400 days. And then this wave right here, it took it 434 days. So the time sequence from this corrective wave to this impulse wave is good. So as you can see, if I check this wave right here and how long that wave take, it took about 196 days. How long did this correction take? You say just a little bit more, about 252 days. So you can see the time sequence from that wave to this wave is about this good, just like it is to this one. Okay, so they're not going to be exact, but more or less you want to see in a situation wherever they are in the previous history is where they're going to be on in the future. If they're 1-to-1 or 1.25-to-1, etc., then more than likely during the life of the asset, it's going to have corrections of the similar nature. Just like seeing expanded flats. Once you see an expanded flat, even though they're always all over the place in all the assets, if the asset likes to do flats, like maybe this could be a flat right here that it did, then it will consistently do flats over and over. And this is sort of kind of like a flat move, but this is a WXY. So this structure right here is good. I'll take this off and clean it up for you, because this WXY hit a perfect target of a 1.38, which is what you want to see on a WXY. You can see that 1.38 is what it hits. Those are WXY targets. So I feel really good about that right there. So it's ABC and an ABC here. So a 3-wave move here, 3-wave move up, and a 3-wave move back down. So a nice overall 3-wave move. When you see a move like this, this is usually a really good indication of bounces coming up. When you see something just like that, I think Near Protocol is one that has something like similar. A couple other assets. When you see those just like that, especially right after an impulse, and it corrects most of the impulse like that, and you see that, that's usually and you see the RSI down there for sure. You're like, okay, it's getting ready to do something. At least that's what I'm looking for. To me, you know, Fed going to be raising interest rate next month. I don't care. You know, you see something like that, that's set up, this thing can still go up when they do that. I've already made videos about that, by the way. I'm gonna go to the 12-hour and take a look at what's going on in here too. So gonna say the corrections over there with Litecoin, lots of confluence going that direction. I checked it out, it looks good. And it did a nice leading diagonal off the bottom. Actually made one of the better leading diagonals out of all the crypto assets, if you can believe it. Litecoin, out of all the coins that made like almost the perfect leading diagonal off the bottom, was Litecoin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this right here, you can see this is the 4th wave of the diagonal. These they do like to correct to this 4th wave area and then take off. So this could be a 3-wave, a 3-wave, and then back down for a flat move. I'm starting to see this move pretty common throughout the crypto market right now, right at the end, doing the trick that they like to do. And you can see 1.618, right in that area. So Litecoin could be done right here, guys. If it's not finished there, if somehow the diagonal ended up here and it's going to be doing another swing down, then your next target would be down here. So, but it's really, really saying, just based off the RSI and the data that I'm looking at, you have a good shot of it being done there with this 3-wave and a 3-wave and 1.618 back down. That's a good target for a flat move. So what would this move be? So right here, you'd have your 1. This would be your 1, potential 2 here, or maybe down here. Don't know yet. Here to here. I'll just say there. And then it could be going into that wave, guys. And then the overall trend for Litecoin is going to be make its way back up there. And as you can see, guys, when Litecoin goes bullish and it starts moving, you can see, it starts off maybe a little bit, does a little moves here, and then it just rolls out of there. You had one, just going back to the history of it, you had one wave 1 and it was off to the races. Back over here, you had one wave 1, a correction, it went up, back down, and then it was off to the races right there. Those moves, let's see, that move was 565%. This move, let's say you got it at the base and not the wick, up to that area is, what is that? 10x right there. And then if you get it here in these target areas, just say from there, you could be looking at a potential 6, 7, 8, 9, and potentially 10x for Litecoin. This move, if this is an ending diagonal, like what this is going to be, the wave should be longer than this wave. So at least 1-to-1 to this wave. So what you can do is you take your fib extension, you grab it just like so, wherever that ends right there, you can see, look at that 1-to-1 right there. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right over there, but it actually should be longer than 1-to-1. So potentially you have a throw over with Litecoin. All right, guys. So just remember, when this thing's going up, those resistance areas right there, you want to make sure you take profits in these areas as this thing starts rolling up, just to be on the safe side. Not financial advice. Personally, that's what I would do. So let's get a reevaluation on that run. So look at that, 12x, potentially 14x, guys. All right, guys, that's the end of my video on Litecoin. Everything looks pretty good. Want to do an update. I do think the correction's over for Litecoin. Everything makes sense down here with it. The numbers make sense. The structure makes sense. The overall structure also makes sense to me. And like I said, if you do get in there too, remember, you always want to keep the potential loss in the back of your mind. So Litecoin is in this area. Let's say it drops down to $50 or something, as an example. What's your point of no return? You got a $45 right here, and you got all the way down to 43. At this point, let's say $50 is your entry. Let's say 53 is your entry, and if it hits this, you're out. As an example, that's a 20% potential risk right there for your potential 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, possibly 10x, just like so. All right, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.